everybody, or afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this. So we are going to learn about using a specific format of paper. You could also think of it as a layout called MLA, which stands for Modern Language Association, and it will tell you how to write your paper. Now, you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with somebody who is driving down the wrong side of the road into a truck? Let me tell you that this, just like driving on the street, when you write a paper and you use a format, there's the right way to do things and there's the wrong way to do things. Fortunately, you're not going to die or kill anybody if you do your paper wrong, but you will get a bad grade. So just like we have rules of the road where you drive on one side of the street, you stop at certain colored lights, you do certain kinds of signals, we have the similar rules that are expected of you in a paper. And if you are a teacher and a professor and you spend your whole life on this road of papers, we expect things to go the right way. And just like we get mad when we see the driver doing something dumb, we get a little bit irritated with our students when they don't follow the rules of the paper. So that's what this is all about. All right, I'm going to cut that out for right now. And now I'm going to show you how you get to your paper. So when you go into Google Docs, probably you will have an MLA option here as in the template gallery, and you can always make it bigger. It might be lower down. And if you don't find it there in the template gallery, you can also, I think when it was closed, you could search it. So, and this was, here's another one that's an add-on, and I've already added it on, I guess. So you should be able to have it. So we'll do that. Now, this is already set up according to the rules. This is like by the rules of the road, and all you have to do is just replace what's here. But you have to be careful how you replace things, right? Because a lot of times kids, so let me just show you before I go on, about what the rules are. Let me just show you a little bit of what they've put in place for you. So first of all, it has margins that are the right length, right? We don't want to have to set up our margins. So you can do that here. It's in format probably. I'm already forgetting. Probably page setup, right? We can go to page setup, and that's where it has our margins. They're already set up. They want one all around, okay? So these perfect margins, right? We want the page color to be white. Maybe you didn't know that you could play with that, but you actually can if you ever wanted to. Not on this project. Why do I always get off topic? But it's always fun to know that you actually can manipulate the page color, but not for this. I should not get off topic. ADD. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to show you is how you just replace your name carefully. I have so many kids who just delete the whole thing, right? So let's say my name is Onan. I won't put anyone's last name. And then you put the last name, right? I'll put the little stars for the blank, right? And then I put the professor name. In this case, you can put Tasha Folsoy, Ms. Folsoy, whatever you like. And then you put the subject, and you're either in English 9 or English 10, right? Depending on what grade you're in. And then you change the date. So today you just carefully put that there so that we don't lose any of this formatting, right? We've also got our font the exact right size. I'll show you what I mean by that in a second, right? So the font is set at 12 points, which is what we want. It's at Times New Roman, right? I love all these other fonts. I'm always using these, but I can't use them here. I just use this very plain font. It's just the rules of the road, okay? They're not my rules. I didn't make them. And there's no reason for me to break them. The only reason for me to break a rule is because it's an unjust rule that's hurting people. So this is not one of those rules. I just follow these rules. Okay, so now, title of my report. We are writing this particular paper about Sherman Alexi's story Valediction. And we are not going to call our paper Valediction because that title was already taken. Sherman Alexie used that title. He was so smart to use the title, but we don't get to use the same title. So I don't know. You try to think of something that's kind of maybe clever, interesting, like I might choose for me, Rightly Wrong, because on the one hand, he was right in deciding not to go along and shoplift the last time. He cut it out. But on the other hand, when he was confronted about his involvement, he didn't acknowledge it really to himself or to anybody what he had done. So I kind of pick a title that I think summarizes it. Right now, you can't just go like this, and oh well, this one's set up so you can. But sometimes sometimes kids go like that, and then they just get back into this center justified text. So we don't want to do that, and we don't want these spaces either. We want it back the way it was. So what I generally recommend is putting the cursor right here, so this little flashing line is right in front of the L under the Latin, because this is all Latin. We could put it in Google Translate and find out what it means, but they're just making fake text to see what it would look like. I'm just going to press return. I'm going to take my up arrow and go right back there, and then I will begin typing my brilliant essay. All right. And once I've started typing, I can pull all the rest of this out. We're not going to use section headers like it says over here, because this is not that type of essay when you write about, that could be more for a research project. And we don't even keep conclusion in an English paper. That's again a little bit more for like a research paper. We're just writing an essay, and then you can keep this. Eventually, maybe I'll show you how to cite this. With in the format, right? And we'd have LXCS, and then we'd do all that stuff. And I'll show you more about that a little bit later. Although I hope it's S and not Sherman. Yeah, we are an MLA, not APA. Okay. And then that's it. And then you're just going to keep typing, and you will start your new paragraphs. Here's another, brilliant paragraph. And in this particular essay, right, we're doing just kind of a practice. We're just sort of learning about how to do an essay. So it's only 4 paragraphs. Usually I think they're 5. I think we've just got our introductory, our main paragraph, our pro argument, our counter. We address the counter argument, and then we have a conclusion, because we're learning how to do this. And that's it. But you do have to keep all this together. Don't just get rid of the whole thing, because then you've lost it all. If you just want to start here, you don't have anything. But as long as you keep it all there, you replace carefully, then you'll be in good shape. Talk about easy bib another day. And that's that. So hope that helps.